Going live, and we're going live. It's Tuesday morning. It's here in Cancun, Mexico, and we're answering questions. We've had an incredible live session yesterday. Looking forward to today's live. Let's see who comes online and let's see what happens. We have one person coming on live. I'm here with, hey, how are you in Calgary? I am here with Productions. Look for an article coming out with us. Let's go live with her right away if you want to. No, you can't. I can't go live with you. You have to update your software, I think. Jillian? Hi guys, how you doing? Where are you from? Let us know. We had a great live session yesterday. We had a woman who had polio, who had the one leg shorter, wasn't able, having issues with her hip. We worked through it. One that had gone through, came live, they'd gone through an MRSA, MRSA scab on their body, wasn't able to get through it, is getting through it on the 28-day reset. We had a really great one. We're going to be publishing those ones here as well. Super, super cool. I'm looking to, guys, I'm going to, not in a second here, I'm going to flip off. I'm looking for one person. Hello from New Hampshire. Hello from Denmark. Yes, guys, come on in. We're going to have a great talk. If you want to go live, too, you just let me know why you want to go live. How do we approach patients with fused vertebrae? I'm a massage therapist for Akron, Ohio. Depends on which vertebrae are fused, but normally you think about this. If they do the fascial maneuvers, give them some homework and to say, here's some homework exercises. Give them the stress reset, and they can even be done seated. So most everybody with a fusion can do it. And just get them into that slowly. Just give them the stress reset as a basic and get them into it, because usually the fusion meant that somewhere along their line they didn't listen long enough to learn the lesson, and that's why they have it. That's the way I believe it here. Oh, here it is. I'm here with production. Let's see you and say hi really quickly. Just want to have a quick hi. We've got a magazine article coming out with them in Canada. It's going to be on shelves sometime soon.
Yay!
Hey, Jillian, how you doing?
Good. You know, it's super early in Calgary, Canada right now.
Yeah, so that's 6 a.m., but I see you up early all the time. You're an early riser, right?
Yeah, I'm always up working. You know, today is the last day of editing and we go to print, Gary. I think you're going to really like the page that I did for you guys as well.
Looking forward to it. So people will be able to find this in Canada, but we'll have a digital copy, or do we have a digital copy or not? Let us know.
Digital, yeah, it's everything. There's a website, digital, socials, and a print magazine that goes in our town. And we're really working towards getting the next issue that we do print to chapters. But I think that this issue is going to go because a lot of the people who are part of this really wanted to go there. So we'll see what happens here.
So you had your own little health issue and crisis that you worked through here the last couple of days. Oh, there you go.
There's the magazine itself, or it's a different issue. Yeah, Gary, it's so funny, like sometimes how you are, right? You're really open. And I've been messaging Gary a lot saying, guys, I'm not well. And I've been really enjoying these. Actually, I really think that these have been helping me. This one,
yes.
the Power C.
Yeah.
These are good, really, really good, you know. And I've been taking oil of oregano and trying to do the stretches, but
yeah,
honestly, this last few days have just been kind of like not doing that. But
there's days when I'm really sick that I actually don't do maneuvers myself. There's just some
well,
days
you should do it every day.
when I do that, when I feel like that though, is I lay in a bathtub and I totally twist up and I do a fetal position.
Yeah, Gary, everybody wants to know, how are the dogs doing after your help with them? Oh my God, it's such a heart for that.
Actually, you know what's funny?
Are they?
So here's what's happening. This is why we don't do treatment anymore, because when we do treatment, they always want to come home with us. So we couldn't leave them out there, and one of them's pregnant, we found out.
Oh my God.
And so we give them Power Kirk. We take the Power Kirk, we break it up into a capsule, give it to them. And as a result, yeah, they look like they belong to us now.
What are their names, guys? Everybody wants to know. Trust me. They're like, it was like, you know how like healers, right? I know this is not the word for you, but like back in the day, right? Jesus Christ was the first healer,
Yeah.
and he would go around to the towns, and this was his thing, right? In the stories, and like he would put his hands on people, do it, and I felt like, oh my God, Gary, why are you're being like that? Almost just like
Well,
being
okay,
yourself, and like you
here's
need help.
something, here's something, here's something I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people, but I'll say it anyway.
Perfect, the better. That's awesome. I love
So,
that.
so everybody knows that Jesus was a carpenter, right?
Yeah,
Even the
yeah.
Jewish know it, but he lived in Bethlehem. The closest forest was like 2,000 miles away. They didn't have wood. They had little whittles. So what was he a carpenter of? They did everything in clay. I believe, we used to think the bones are structure. He put hands on people. I believe I think he was the first chiropractor.
Oh,
He literally, I believe
must
he
have
healed
been.
the
Yeah,
body
yeah.
that way.
No,
And then he moved into the water. As we moved into the water, we saw fascia changing. So I think it's a progression. I think it's just an understanding and understanding of how the human body works. So that was one of the funny ones because I'm like, what's up with that?
as we talk, I'm taking your amazing
So
supplements.
what have you noticed? What have you noticed the biggest changes so far with taking the power kirk and stuff like that?
Okay, I'll tell you the truth, you guys. Okay, so you know when you're actually sick and it gets worse and worse and worse. As soon as I started taking these, I think yesterday's the only day I stopped taking it, but just because I was super not okay. But more mental than anything. I was like sad, like I was getting that depression state when you feel sick. But I've been feeling like I haven't got any worse. My throat doesn't hurt at all. It just sounds worse than it is. And like you had said, I think you're detoxing because every time I want to, the phlegm wants to come out. But I can't remember what happened. I think I worked for 2 days straight, Gary, sitting on the computer, and I didn't eat properly whatsoever. And I was doing so well. You know, I've been losing a little bit of weight from doing these exercises with you. And then, yeah, I got sick, so I overdid it. It was more like being tired than overdoing it. So
So
nothing
let me tell you
happened
something about
worse since I taken
So let me
this.
tell you something about that then. Technically, you're not getting sick biologically. You're actually, your body's healing itself.
Mhm.
That's actually,
Oh,
that's actually scientifically true. So then the
okay.
question is, if the body's healing itself, what is it healing itself from? And that's our lives. Our lives are sick. That's why when we break down and our body has to heal, we go, oh, we're getting sick. But sick means it leads to death. But if I'm in a life cycle, that when I have the detox, that's my body cleaning itself so I can move forward.
Huh. I know we think of the body and sickness in a very bad way because we can literally heal ourselves. I literally here have what's it called? Vicks or something.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? Like it was feeling bad and I just trusted myself and I said, you know what? No, I'm not going to take anything that's not natural for this. I really want to try if this works in a sense for myself to be able to talk about it with people because I'm super interested in what you do and share. Every day I talk about what you're up to with
Thank you.
anyone who's like, you're back. So I know everyone watching right now loves Gary and we all do. So guys, if you ever need Gary, message him. And there's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be more about him on our socials on I'm Here With Magazine. And tomorrow we get to interview you in Gravity Collection. So I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow, and I'll let you guys go. I'm sure there's other people that want to talk to you. But
Okay,
thank you,
awesome.
Gary, for
Thanks a
helping
million.
me with my
Looking forward to the magazine
getting better.
copy. Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Bye, honey.
Okay, that's awesome, everybody. So if you're, oh, you have to let go. You have
I
to.
know I'm going to do a screenshot so I can brag that I talked to you
Okay.
today. Okay, bye, guys.
All right. Okay. Hey, awesome. Hey, my 12-year-old Great Dane loved it. Yes. Yes, the dogs. I'm going to go back here and find out. So the dogs, yeah, it's like people ask why we don't do treatment anymore because that's what happens. They come home with us. Everybody we do treatment with kind of stuck around. So that's the other thing too. The other part too is we want you to be able to help and heal yourself. Right? Hello from Toronto, and guys, all that. So so let's take some questions here. I'm looking at who's on the list to come up here. Something, huh? I'm looking. There was somebody I was hoping is going to come on live today. She's She's a nurse that that fell and hurt herself, and she was doing the fascial maneuvers, and she was unwinding, and she had something come up like a pain. She's trying to figure out why, and I wanted to help her through it. How do you approach patients with fused vertebrae? You got that? Nebraska, below knee amputee, 50-year-old dad. Okay, below knee amputee, same thing. So on the, if you're right at below the knee right there, take the fascia above and below the knee and twist it, counter twist it. So take two hands, twist one way, or take one hand and twist both ways, but twist the skin and the fascia, especially around the amputation site. Around the amputation site, there's a lot of nerves and fascial nerves, which we don't have a word for, but they're fascial nerves is what I call them, that have been disconnected. And you probably had phantom pains at a period of time, because I believe that the way the body works, I believe we're energetic first and physical second. So that's why we have phantom pains. No one can explain phantom pains, but if you look at the body as an energetic field that then provides the energy or the flow for the physical aspects of the body, then that makes sense. But definitely from the amputee, do the seated fascial maneuvers. They'll help really well. Also do it with your prosthetic. You do it the best you can there. We have lots of people doing it with prosthetics. And please take a video and share it with us. I would really, really love that. That'd be awesome. Okay. Let's see, where else here? Boston. Okay, what else? Get into questions now. Hi there. Can you do an exercise through the day? If there's a lady who's a nurse. If you're there, can you please let me know to come live? That's going to help her. Hi, there's an exercise you do through the day. The best to do them in. No, as a matter of fact, you're going to get the benefit. I do fascial maneuvers typically. I like to do morning practice quickly, but sometimes I don't have enough time. Okay, I'm going to go over here. And what I found is that if you do the energetic practice, you do the practice in the morning, I get the best results. Oh wow, man, that sun is just kicking me. Hold on, guys. And I go right here. So if I do the energetic practice in the morning, or the physical practice in the morning, I get the best results. But I tend to do fascial maneuvers throughout the day. What I mean by that is that, like, I'll be standing in line, and I just go like this. That's a swinger. And I'll cross my feet over, turn it like that, turn my head, and it's working. So the only thing I've done, and this is a fascial maneuver, guys. So I'm standing in line. Nobody even notices me doing it. I just stand like this, turn my head, and I breathe. Or I'll go totally twisted. Sometimes I'll go like this. So learning the fascial maneuvers and learning what they do for your body is important, because as you learn the 10 basic maneuvers, those are the 10 building blocks. You can make anything up yourself. I'm an osteopath from the UK. So Ben Rookledge, having a great time teaching about biogeometry. Yes, awesome. Thank you. Osteopaths are my favorite of all practitioners, by the way. Just their approach is really, really cool. Thank you for doing what you do to help people. I'm from Australia. Hey, very nice. Kettle Buddha. Thank you for your post the other day, Kettle Buddha. Hey, you want to come up and say hi to everybody? Let me know if you do. So I gave power kirk to the pups. Yes, you give power kirk to the pups. What you do are animals. Half of a power kirk for 25 pounds of animal. And Aisha there, the 12-year-old Great Dane. Yeah, the other day, the Great Dane, the Great Dane's getting better, but it had a hip problem yesterday, because it's starting to move. The fascia was starting to move, and then poof, its hip went out. They couldn't walk for a minute, and then we went and we did some more work. That's what happens to people sometimes when they do fascial maneuvers. This is what this nurse that we were talking about. She had an injury 10 years ago where somebody fell on her and it put her out. And she's doing fascial maneuvers, and she goes, "My injury's back." And I said, "Well, it's not that it's back. It was always there. Your body compensated around it. And if your body compensates around it, it means it's not. It's still there." Balance issues. Okay, so this is for Sarah Frank. So balance issues. You guys want to do a balance exercise with me right now? Let's do one. Okay, I got to get on a flat surface here. So, okay, this is for your vestibular. So if you want eye balance for vestibular, what you do is stare right at the camera, get it locked in place, okay? Staring at the camera. This is a self-vestibular movement. You can turn your head to the right, but I'm going to look at the camera. Close the eyes when I get up to the right. Come all the way back, find center, and open. Did I find center? That's pretty good. So let's do that 8 times on each side. Keep your eyes focused on the camera. Go as far as you can. and close, and then come back to center. You got to do it slowly and open. Oh, a little bit off there. Let's do it again. Oh, I messed up. Keep your eyes focused on the camera. As far as you can, close your eyes, come back to center. That's 3. This is the best balance exercise ever. 4. Do it again. 5. I just figured out, oh, see, I was off there. That's where my balance is resetting. My hips just reset. 6. 7. And 8. Oh, okay, that one actually, I've been doing a lot of changes. My balance is actually off my whole right side. So walk around, if you do that, as I'm walking around, I feel my whole right side activating right now. So my right side feels stable, my left side doesn't. So let's do the other way. And my camera's slightly off, so my face and everything looks slightly off too because I got it torqued. Okay, so let's do the other side to the left. Close the eyes, keep them closed, come all the way back to center, find center, and then open. Okay, a little bit off, so I'm gonna rebalance. Come back to center, that's 2. Okay, good, let's do 3. Okay, and I'm getting my little bit of anxiousness on this side. That means that my body was protecting. There it goes, calm down. Got right in my stomach. 2 more. One more. Whew. Walk around after that. Whoa, that really, really, really crazily works. So how do you feel after that? If you tried it out, let me know how you feel in the comments. If you're brave enough to try it out. Okay, I'm gonna put my spectacles back on. These are gonna go soon. I'm actually at this point where I can actually redo my eyes, and I haven't redone it yet. I'm about to rebalance my whole eye balance, and then take away my glasses sometime soon here. How can you apply this to craniosacral therapy? Craniosacral, really, really easy. Learn the principles. If you're a craniosacral therapist, I encourage you to do the 28-day reset. We teach the basics of the principles in the 28-day reset. So go through there first. I find the movements yesterday and felt sick, loose, stool, and vomit, almost like flu. Yes, okay, that's Lisa H. That means that your body was in a high state of stress and it's come out. So if you did the movements one time and you start having like vomit or whatever we were saying earlier, it's not sickness, your body is cleaning itself. And yes, that is normal. That is, well, not everybody happens to. Probably only 1 in every 30 or 40 people, maybe even less. But it does mean that it's your body's clearing. It means that you didn't want that stuff in your body, put it that way. That's what it is. Everything's loosening up, letting go. I've had heavy metal toxicity. What do you think of using head binders? You know what, heavy metal toxicity, if you do our 28-day reset, you'll get through that. It's actually designed for that. Just do that. Our fascial foundation will get rid of heavy metals. Hi from Florida. Could I twist, torque, or pull any part of my body? Yes, you can. That's how we discovered it all. What happened was, I'll tell you where the discovery came from. First of all, the very first thing we did is we had the belly button untorque at the table. I had somebody with an umbilical hernia, and I just went around it to try and release it, and it released them emotionally. And I said, what the heck? Then I was sitting talking to my ex-wife, and I had my hands on my knees, and I turned it, and my back that I had a problem with for a week released. And then I'm like, what did I just do? I twisted around a joint. So within 2 days, I stayed home from work. I twisted every joint in my body, everything you could think of. And then I tuned into my body, which was the right way, which is the wrong way. And within 2 weeks, we had an entire therapy that we transitioned into the human garage. So yes, twist and turn everything. And if you find something new, share it. Do you have a video on how to help with pups? No, not yet, but we will for certain. If you guys want to go live, there's some people here want to go live. Jackie Selby. I think Jackie Selby. Hold on here. That's the one. Let's see if I got Jackie Selby. Now, okay, so I believe it. Hello, Jackie Selby.
Can I say hi?
Oh, we talked to you yesterday.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. You did
Hi.
talk to her yesterday.
Yeah. So anyways, I was looking and I was saying, I'm looking for somebody and I saw your name. So, so Jackie, how are you feeling today after that?
Well, I feel more mobility in the foot, but I experienced some symptoms of kind of depression kind of stuff
That's normal.
coming up.
That's because what happens is the tissue in your leg was holding all of the grief. Polio affects is in my opinion is a grief generated disease. So it affects all the way up here. So and all the way up here, and it goes right into the jaw. Did you have anything in your jaw?
Well, I do often, and I thought it was from too much mousing. You know, too much
That
use of
plays
the
an
mouse.
impact on it. How do you feel
But,
now? Do you feel more stable emotionally?
I do feel more stable, but there's more. Gosh, can't find the right lighting. It's really dark here in Utah today. We're getting snow. I'm sorry of your. I'm so jealous of your sunshine behind you. Listen, I have then. It was the left ankle that we worked on, and now the right hip hurts.
So Jackie, what I want you to do is go do. Have you got the lower reset? The whole thing's for the lower reset.
I just opened the app yesterday, so
actually
I'm just
DM
doing
us
this
right now,
incrementally.
And I'll get you the lower reset. I'll make sure you get it right away. And just do the lower reset and do that twice a day for the next 3 days. Okay, that'll get rid of the hip issue. And then if you have some extra time, I'll send upper reset as well. There's upper reset. We have a hair pull, we have a jaw, neck, and that will really help as well.
Good. I do the one where you put your thumb in your ear and wrench your around. The first time I saw you do that, I'm like, that thing is for me because it really helps my neck.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I do have the neck pain.
So that right hip stuff will start to settle out, but it's going to go. You're going to feel it, like I said, in the shoulder, opposite shoulder, in the jaw. So just when you feel something is painful that comes up, just know that that's your body moving back into, because it basically, it had to learn to compensate, and it created pain. Like when you were young and walking, you had pain quite often, right? Yeah, so that
you had to put a lift on
that now you're unwinding it. So you go back. Imagine you get pain, you wind down, you get more pain, you wind down, you get more pain, you wind down. Now maneuvers is winding you up, but you get to that pain point that you got over. You get to feel it as you go up, but you only feel it for a short bit.
You're on your way.
Okay. Gosh, I could just cry. I really could, because you wait till you're this many years old to find these things out.
You're a master level, so in your astrology, so it's time for you to do your astrology and learn what it is you're supposed to do in this world. Yeah. Okay, you gotta go to astro.com, or if you want, go to the link in our bio and you find Sirius Joy. You sign up. It's only $3.99 for the first month. It'll tell you everything. It'll send you 7 messages a day. It'll tell you what your day looks like and all stuff like that. It will really help you, I think, because for you're going through this big transition as a person, and that big transition is, you're going to feel it a lot. Like the whole world's going to feel it by March 23rd. It's going to feel that unstable of things around them are going to start to feel like they're falling down, power structures, governments, authorities. So this is where we stand up and we help people.
Thanks. Okay, so I'm to get the lower reset.
We'll
DM you for the lower reset.
Yeah, and then do that. If you have enough time, one in the morning, one at night, do that for 3 days. You'll be a new person. Just take pictures.
Yeah.
Okay,
I do
Jackie.
have plenty of
Good talking
time.
to you again. Bye.
Thank you again. Thank you both. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, you got to X out. There you go. Awesome. I am here with Productions. If you guys want to follow them, that's a magazine in Calgary. They're doing an article on us. So I see some people here that want to go live. Just tell me why you want to go live. I need to know why. Can you talk about upper and lower reset? Okay. It's not a single video. It's a collection of videos. It's a playlist. Is there any way to put a whole reset into the chat? Lisa, do you know that? Would there be any way to put the upper reset or lower reset videos into a chat?
Into the chat.
Not really, right?
Maybe.
Cut.
That chat?
No, into this chat. Yeah. Could you do it? Would it take that many characters? Can you try and cut? Could you go into the many chats and cut and paste it, and then see if you can? If you can't, well, you know what we'll do is what we're gonna do is we'll put those on a playlist on our YouTube. So we'll get because we refer it so much. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll get it done today. I'll get Manvinder to put it on a playlist. That should be pretty easy. It's just a couple of videos.
Okay.
Okay.
I will. Okay.
If there's any other way. So upper reset and lower reset. What it is that the stress reset, the 15-minute one, which is totally twisted both ways, anti-gravity, and the pellet swipe, it's the best maintenance tool that you can have. But it also, what we've done with that is added other things like the psoas release, the hip release, the knee torque, the belly button torque, which are the ones that help the body in those areas. There is a Human Garage UK group on Facebook. Yes, anybody in England, please join that. Can you share it? Actually, the link in the chat if somebody wants to. And they're starting up everywhere. Facebook groups everywhere. They're starting to start up. If you have a Facebook group and you want to make it official, I mean, there's going to be official and non-official. I mean, we're going to have a relationship with some of them, but we can't have a relationship with everybody. So yeah, you can we'll get a link for the playlist in YouTube. We'll do that up today. Hey Lisa, just can you remind me today? We'll do that with Manvinder. Okay. Yeah, I can't tell you where they are because there are a whole bunch of videos, but we'll just give it to you. But you can DM us. Actually, if you go into the chats, it sends back a chat box, and if you keep following, you can get upper reset and lower reset. Yeah, I find this interesting. What are your medical credentials? I have no medical credentials at all. Thanks, Stacy. Thanks for asking. Credentials means that I've been trained and certified by a board, but I have been trained and worked with the best practitioners in the world. I've studied with them. I've worked with them. I've had 15,000 personal patients and clients over the years, including best Olympic athletes like Tyson Gay, Lashinda Demas, Olympic runners with medals, all the way to Ben Affleck, to 1,500 of the top practitioners in the world. Head of cardiology at UCLA was a client, all kinds of stuff. So thank you for asking. And the reason why I am not a doctor, thank goodness, because I can practice and tell you anything you want. I used, when I practiced, informed consent, the same thing that pharmaceutical companies use to put stuff in your body. Informed consent let me practice and let me talk to you like a human being. I didn't have the rules of each practice, so that was really cool. Crackling left knee for a couple of years. Do our lower reset, but the crackling knee means you've got dehydration. The fascial tissues, diatomaceous earth, Irish get that in there right away. What's the connection between the nose and the tailbone? Whoa, that's a good question, Kim Myers. Wow. Thank goodness you're not medically trained. Kim Myers. Yes, thank goodness I'm not medically. Guys, there's nothing. I have most of my colleagues, my friends are doctors. Nothing against. Medical staff, super important. Guys, I took a different route. The reason why I did this is because I had gone through 20 years of every doctor and millions of dollars trying to fix my pain, and it didn't work. So I said when I got into it, I could go back to school and become a doctor, but I'd already been all the practices that didn't work. So I said there has to be a different way, so I wanted to work alongside them. That's the way I did. So the connection. So we see the body in 3 zones of pressure. Zone 1 of pressure, Zone 2 of pressure, and Zone 3. If I do something in this zone, it changes the other zones. And I'll give you an example if you want to try it with me. So if you're able to put down your phone and do this, pin the fascia right here and pull in your head and stretch up. So stretch this way and then move and breathe. Okay, now that you've done that, what I want you to do is walk around and feel your right side of your body compared to your left side. For the most part, your right hip is going to be looser. Your right shoulder is going to be looser. So how did the right hip get looser and the right shoulder get looser when I did something up here? It's pressure. If I move pressure here, it has to change here and here. So let's do the other side to even it off. Okay. I'm going to bring that up, stretch that really good, and then breathe. Okay, there you go.
I just sent it to you in the ManyChat. Maybe you can try to paste it.
Okay, I'm going to try and cut and paste this, guys. Hold
Hit
on.
up or reset.
Let me try. If it works. Okay, I'm going to try this. May or may not work. No, it's not going to let me do it.
Okay.
Too much.
Okay. I'll figure out how to get
Yeah,
it.
we'll get it on YouTube for you guys. So what is a connection? Okay, so each area has to have its own structure. Okay, so I got a spine part up here, cervical. I've got a tailbone here. That's a balance point. Tailbone here, a tailbone for the center section here, and a tailbone for the lower section here. I got pressure relief valve here. Here I get a pressure relief valve in the diaphragm where the esophagus and the arteries go through. There's a little piece of plastic it goes through, and a fascia. And when you sit down, it puts pressure up. And then I got a pressure relief valve right here. So I've got a tailbone. I've got pressure relief valve. I've got a contained system, a bit of spine for each one. So the body, that's the components. Because when we walk, we're contralateral. So my head turns this way, my hips turn this way. That's walking. So the body moves in contralateral motion, which means that the head twists, and you think about it, the head twists, your hips have to counter twist. And that's why, that's for balance. So we are pressurized. None of the bones in your body, wow, this sun just keeps getting me today. I don't get it. None of the bones in your body touch, except for your teeth, your rib cage, and your ears. So bones cannot be structured. Think about the knee. Just use the knee example, okay? So between the knee, upper and lower leg, what separates that? Okay, there's one little muscle that goes across here. Do you think that muscle, that tendon, is holding the body up? No, the tendon's keeping it from pulling away too far. It's not holding it up. There's no way that tendon's holding. You got big quad muscles, big, thick quad muscles, then that little tendon's not. The meniscus doesn't hold it up. So what is the structure? The structure is the fascia around there. Think of it this way. Here's a good way just to think of it. Think about fascia. Your skin, we're biotensegris. So we are basically elastic like a balloon. It'll stretch way out. And remember, I see my pictures of when I was detoxing, I got really heavy. My skin stretched way out. And so inside of that skin, you've got this liquid crystal, which is called fascia. Oh, guys, sorry, I gotta move. Oh, shit, that was ants. Whew, that was intense. Okay. Yeah, I have some ants. I got a little ant thing going on here. So think of the body as biotensegris, and it's a balloon. And think of the inside the fascia is basically, it's the same chemical composition as a liquid crystal. It is a liquid crystal. It's silica. So that's what a crystal is. So we have all this liquid crystal silica. As soon as you cut into the body, it changes. You can't scope or cut into the body without it changing because the body sees a threat. So everything in the body changes to that threat. So let's take a toothpick and wrap it around with a rubber band. The toothpick is the bone. The rubber band is the muscle. So wrap it around. So you got a big balloon with gel inside it. Put one toothpick up with rubber band, one up there for the legs, one for the arms, one for the neck and the head, and a Cholula cap for the head. So now you've got elastics and toothpicks floating inside there. Now take 10 pieces of fruit, stick it in that ball. That's your organs, and they're all floating. That's technically what happens, but when the body's stressed and dehydrated and compressed, it compresses down. Now think about this. When we get older, bones are structured, then how can we lose height when we get older? What, did the bones change length? No, the bones don't change length. How is that possible? So what happens as we get older is we go like this. and the fascia contracts, pulling all the muscles and locking it on the bone, pulling it down further. That's how we lose height. And the average person by the time they're 40 is between 1 inch and 2 inches smaller than they were when they were in college. That's massive when you think about it. It's massive. So how could bones be structure? Structure is nailed together. So this is why the argument of, is it structural, is it non, is it tissue, or is it structure? And I'm like, tissue is structure. Listen, I'm just a simple guy, and I'm just a problem solver. And when I got into medicine, I didn't have the academic background, so I didn't have anybody saying this is the way it has to be. I just figured it out. And that's what, and if this is all pressurized, then if you do this and you pinch somebody, if they're standing here with their feet together, you pinch somebody right here, they're going to pull this way. Here's another one. You want to try something that's really funny? Try this on yourself. Okay, so stand here, feet like this. Take one hand, and then don't close it. Cramp it like this. Cramp it and put it down, and then don't try to fight it. See what your body does. Your body's going to fall to one side. So you want to know a secret for all you guys who are therapists out there? When you're an Olympic runner and you're running on the oval like this, and you got to hit a corner, you can either go like this and run around the corner, or you can go like this, pull your body over, and now you're running at an angle. That makes a 3 to 5% difference in the 400 meter. That means a medal versus a not medal. These are the tricks that I was using to get Olympic runners to run, guys. These are the things that we did to pro athletes. Here's another one. If you're walking down a steep hill like this, try this. Take your fingers, take your baby finger and lock it. So if you're standing there and you lock your baby finger and pull it up, your body goes like this. When you go down a hill, all of a sudden it takes your body that's going down a hill like this, it brings the torso back up, and then takes all the pressure off your knees. Same thing applies if you're going up a hill. Grab the first one like this, and as you go up a hill, it makes you face forward, so you get more traction going up a hill. And if you look at somebody who's elderly and they have a problem on one side like this, watch their hand on this side. It'll cramp, pulling them back up over. So I noticed all these patterns and behaviors in the human body, and I'm like, that makes no sense to me. In the muscle-skeletal, muscle-dominant, brain-dominant world, that doesn't make sense. But if I'm a big pressure balloon and I'm moving around, think about this. Mechanics, biomechanical. Here's a string that goes from here to here. Okay, I put a winch in there. That's mechanics. Let it down. Okay, but what happens is I got 3 pieces of salami there, muscles, and 3 there. Biceps, triceps, 3 of them. Blood rushes in there and swirls and expands, causing a contraction. That means that we're biohydraulic, not biomechanical. You see, we had it wrong right from the start. It's like the world gave us the medicine, and the world gave us a spreadsheet. And that spreadsheet had all the macros, all the formulas that worked. But what they did is they took the value of the first cell, which was a human being. How are we constructed? What are we made of? How does it work? And that was skewed. So we thought we were muscles and brain dominant. But the thing about it, when you walk on a piece of glass, like when you walk and you step on a piece of glass, the first thing I asked when I got into clinical practice, we were doing nerve conduction testing. We had the machines out, we're testing nerves. I thought, this is really cool. And I'm in there, I'm looking at it, and then we're testing a nerve from the foot. It goes up, we're tracking it through the brain, the homunculus, and the cerebellum, watching it go back down for motor control. That whole process takes 1.5 seconds. So boom, 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 boom. And so in glass, I said, well, how do we move when we step on glass? Because it would be 1/1000 move. I said, we don't. We move automatically. So what they said to me is they go, well, that's a peripheral nervous system. It's a ganglion reflex. So it's like, boom. I said, can't be, because if I step on glass, I go boom, involuntarily. That's not. When I step on glass, I move intelligently into a direction, into safety. That means that something coordinated all the movement of the body, every system, every muscle, every nerve, every gland, every bone moved before the brain even knew that there was a threat. The brain doesn't move the body. It coordinates the movement of the body, and the body doesn't move through brain function. It moves through emotion. Before I move, I have to have a desire to move, or I don't move. Emotions are what move us. Celery safe to take every morning for a long time? Sure, absolutely. If you don't want it though in the morning, sometimes it just doesn't taste good. If it doesn't taste good, your body probably doesn't need it. So just learn what's safe is to learn what your body likes and doesn't like and know when it says no and know when it says yes. Anything I do with my knees when going down? Yeah, absolutely. This is for Mick check 3, 2, 1. Okay, take your hands, put them on your knees, your thumbs down, like this, right there. Turn the hands outwards, turning the skin of the knees, and then sit down. This will help you get deeper into your squat. Right there, and hold it. And when you're in there, you breathe. Turn your head around, put your head down. Come on up. Super simple knee one. That's really good. The other thing is you can do that sitting down. You're sitting down, just put your hands on your knees, turn them both out like this. So you're turning the hands out like this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How can I start a Facebook group? I am in Northern Virginia. Would love to share. You can actually just, in America, you must just get in the Facebook group. So we have a Facebook group. Go to Human Garage Fascial Maneuvers. And that's our Facebook group, but it's not specific to Northern Virginia. If you want to and you want to practice there, you'll be able to find stuff within the area because basically we want one for the country because more of the country has specifics more than the individual. So you'll be able to use that one too. So go to Human Garage Fascial Maneuvers on Facebook. We haven't been using our Facebook properly. Limited resources. We're getting a better team, better resources, and we have a team now. So we're going to be getting to our Facebook again. My neck cracks every time I turn it. If your neck cracks, let's do another ear exercises. This one cracks me up. So I grab the ears like this. Okay. We're going to pull up. So pull up. So pull this way. Okay, look up. Breathe. Chin to chest and breathe. Look up to the right and breathe. Look up to the left and breathe. And then do the skier side to side. And we have Cynthia and Nicole doing it over here on the side. And there's Cynthia. There's Nicole. Nicole's from TEAO, Foundation for Trauma in Toronto, Canada. She's here visiting today. Hi, Nicole. Yeah, that's awesome. We're doing that stuff all the time here. Yes. How does that feel? How do you guys feel after doing that? Thank God you're not your perspective is what the world needs. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, the perspective is this one. Is this common sense? The world went away from common sense somehow. Please, can you save this live? Yes, our lives are saved. You'll see them every day posted. Yesterday's live was fantastic. I mean, it was really great. Most doctors treat symptoms, not cause. And guys, there's lots of good doctors out there too. And with all respect, it's the training that they received. And it's time for the world to modify. The practices, even the ancient practices, they were built around a human body that didn't have EMFs and chemicals and stuff like that. I believe that fascial maneuvers came up because of that. Because the body is different. We need something different now. We need to modify what we're doing. We didn't have all of these things, ancient practices. We didn't have all of the stressors in the body that we have today. Best for prolapse. Also sprain my sacral iliac 2 times. The sprain in your sacral iliac and your prolapse are connected. I would do the lower reset. I would immediately get the foundation bundle of supplements on our website and do the lower reset. Also, if you can get the partnered release series, that will help you more than anything. Carrie Hayward, get the partnered release series. Get someone to help you with that. We need to get back to treating the roots. Yes. What can be done for rectus diaphysis? Okay, so yes. So basically, what's happening is during the pregnancy, That body goes forward, down, and out like this. Can't even get there. Trying to get there. So what happens is it's extended out, but that is held here because I'm going like this. All this tightens up. So this is really important. Things like pull over, that one. There's another hip one like this. We're just publishing. You'll see this one's going on the next day or so. We pull over like this. These are all to get this area opened up. When this area opens up, the rectus diastasis can actually relax itself, but it's pushing out. Think of this as a balloon. If this pushes out, this has to be tight. If this, and vice versa. So if you pull the skin over here and pinch it, you go this way, because this side is contracted. So that's super important. Rectus diastasis, do the lower release as your primary. There's do the elbow, seated elbow raises that gets that area in there. Usually through the course of about a month or two, consistently that will go away. Vagus nerve, I think, mixes up digestive signals. Vagus nerve, panic attacks, all that stuff. So if you have the vagus nerve, this is human being. There's a vagus nerve release. You go to our YouTube or you can DM us. That works really super well, but do it in conjunction with the stress reset. People, I have a lot of kids in college that are doing the vagus nerve reset because their rib cage are shifted and they're going into panic and stress. They do it and it works, but if you do it and it works every day and you don't do the rest of it, eventually it'll catch up. So do the entire body. You have to work the entire body. Experiencing headaches and heaviness between my eyes and on my eyebrows. These usually come with pain from my shoulder blades. Okay, upper reset, but let's do one movement here today. That's super powerful. That's a global release. Licking my fingers, give them a good. So take your hand, put it back as far as you can right here. Okay. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna I grab the skin, so I'm pulling it up so I feel it literally in my lower back. This is also good for rectus diastasis. I can't even say it. Chin to chest. Okay, when you get chin to chest, pull your elbows down low and breathe and go side to side. Pull on your belly button, go down further, breathe. Go all the way down to a squat if you can. When you get to a squat, pull your elbows down into your knees or into your groin as far as you can. Lift your head up and breathe. Right on. Come on up. That's a really good catch-all. If you did that with me, you're probably going to have a result. Oh, it feels so good. That was for well fulfilled. Well fulfilled. That's awesome. Kim Myers is alive. Can I go live? Post Ellers Daniels. Kim Myers. Let's do it. Kim Myers. Can Power Kirk and Fascial Foundation taken to? Yeah, you can take it as Fascial Foundation. You want to limit to probably 6 a day at the maximum. Power Kirk, you can take 20 a day if you wanted to. Definitely helps. Kim Myers.
Hello.
Hello, Kim Myers. How are you? Where are you calling from?
Okay.
Oh, Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie, Alberta.
You know what? So much what I learned about the body, I got to demonstrate in Grand Prairie in 1976. Yeah. That was my first judo tournament, and I learned about pressure in the body and bones and mobilization. And I was overweight at the time. So how long have you lived in Grand Prairie?
Since I was 18.
And when's your birthday?
Whatever, 40 years.
April 15th. You're a master level Aries. Oh yes, and you get inputs from everything. You see the world in patterns and logic, and that's how you process everything.
I try to.
So Ehlers-Danlos, is that diagnosis you have? What symptoms are you experiencing?
Oh, well, I've experienced a lot of dislocations in my life, subluxations. Basically, I just found out I had Ehlers-Danlos diagnosed about 3 years ago, although I've suffered with it since I was 12 when my knee first dislocated. And now I'm just
let me show you something.
stiff.
Hey, Jake, can you come over here and dislocate my shoulder? let me show you that I want you to show you something. No, look.
No,
Look.
I can't look.
Okay.
No, I can't.
Put it right
I
behind the
can't.
back. Put it right behind the back. I'm gonna go down. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, of course.
So the reason why I did that for you is that's how your body's supposed to work, but something's malfunctioning. We're not supposed to. Ehlers-Danlos is not a disease. It's the body trying to do something it's supposed to do, and there's too much restriction and contraction in the muscles, in my opinion. It comes together with an autoimmune set of symptoms. So the reason I showed you that is I couldn't even get my arm above my shoulder 5 years ago. So what I'm saying is I have aspired to be hypermobile because that's.
Oh, the thing is, I realize now that this is a really good thing. But basically all of my life, I just got to the point where every time I moved, something would dislocate or sublex, and I was just in pain all the time. And it got to the point where it got so bad that I ended up getting POTS, which I know I'm going to get rid of again. But what my question, I really have a basic question for you. When you talked about the valve, the nose and the tailbone and in the diaphragm area, where I have the most problems in here right now.
So let's do
I think it has something
for
to
that
do with that.
right now.
What you were
Okay, so take your take your hands, push it right in underneath your xiphoid bone. Okay, pull it apart as hard as you can. Look up and back and lean back. Push your hips out in front of you, and then lean side to side and breathe. Rock side to side. Deep breathing. Okay, good. Now, stand up, take a deep breath. Feels a little different, right? Yeah, get the shakes out.
I get the shakes out. Yeah. I know, like I did your class with you on Sunday, and I noticed immediately the next day that my heels were touching the floor and my tailbone was tucked under. So I'm all in.
How do you
but I just
feel right now?
wanted to ask about this. Well, I'm there's a lot of
there's a lot of
stuff
emotions
being brought up. So
The reason why this is your emotional processing center. You have worked your life out of logic and patterns, and now your body's looking for emotional processing. So this is opening up. This is definitely going to open something up. So you don't want to do something else?
Okay.
Let's do one other one. Take the hand, put it into the belly button. I'm turning my hand all the way over. So I'm going to turn counterclockwise. So I'm turning my right hand, turning it in like this. I'm going to turn with my thumb up.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I also have some brain injury, so it's hard for me
That's
to
okay.
put this all
Hold on a
together
second here.
sometimes.
So what was the brain injury?
Concussions and fainting.
Okay. So here,
heart
you want to do
stopping,
an exercise
all
with
those
me for that then? Okay, so
Okay.
basically what I want you to do is look straight at the camera. You're going to keep looking at one spot, or you just look at one spot if you can. Yeah, sure.
I could put you eye level.
Yeah.
Would that be better? I don't know.
So, by the way, your Ehlers-Danlos symptoms usually will go away when you get the body hydrated with if you just take our foundation bundle of supplements, or if you take those and you do the practice, the hypermobility symptoms will go away. They'll become stronger, and it'll go from a disability to an ability really fast. Trust me. Okay.
Oh, I already gave you.
So here's what we're going to do, okay? So you're going to look straight at the camera. You're going to go up like this 45 degrees to the right while you're looking at the camera. Close your eyes and come back to center. Okay? And then up 45 degrees. Keep looking at the camera. Close your eyes, keep them closed, and then come back to center and then open them again. Got it? Yeah. This is because this is affecting your whole nervous system. Okay, so that's
I'm used to the shaking.
okay.
I just
So
let
let's
myself
try it.
do it.
Let's keep going. Go up to the right. Keep looking at the camera. Keep looking. Keep looking. Close your eyes, and come down to this back to center. There you go. Awesome. 2 more times on that side. There you go. Close your eyes. Come back down to center. Good. Okay. There you go. One more time. Close your eyes, come back to center. Okay, good. Less shaking, you notice that? Nah. That's okay, that's the instability, your body's relearning. So do the same thing to the other side now.
Yeah.
Good, open, good. Go again. Good. Again. Cool, close, come down. Woo, good. 2 more, okay? You're almost there. I can feel it. For those of you out there watching, you're energy sensitive, you can feel it. Upper left heart, upper left chest is opening. That's the giving portion of the heart. One more time. You give a lot from your heart. You do a lot. You're like the teacher, the educator in your community or in your family, aren't you?
I've been the learner of pain.
Well, that's
for
about
my
to go
life.
away soon. So, okay, one more thing, okay? We're going to go like this, and we're going to watch, keep our nose forward and move our hands and watch all the way out to the side and then all the way back, but keep your nose forward, just watch with your eyes. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's the order that we're doing it in. Okay, I want you to do them all on one side first.
Oh.
That's okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Good. Come back to center. No.
I don't
No,
close my eyes.
Yeah, it's for the eye balance.
Okay.
So when your eyes are out of balance, on that side, the world, if it can't see, the body tightens up to protect itself.
Yeah.
Good.
And after I've passed out,
These series of movements here. There's a whole master class where we do all eye balance and vestibular. Just DM us for the master class and we'll give it to you. Okay.
Have it. I just
2 more
haven't done
times.
it.
Okay, one more time. Doing good. There you go. It's kicking in. Okay, before we do the other side, because you got more stability, I want you to walk around. You can go off camera. Walk around and feel your right and left side and see if there's a difference. So what we're doing, everybody, is she had a head trauma, which is affecting her ability to perceive, and Ehlers-Danlos is basically the body's shaking because it's trying to understand balance and it doesn't know how to. And that's because there's fascial signals that are blocked, in my opinion. So we're going to work on that. What? Yeah, what did you notice the difference? Is there any difference between your right and your left side?
Well, a little bit, but I really noticed my feet
Ground.
are on the
Okay, one more.
floor
Do one more
differently
walk
than
so
they were
you
before.
can memorize it. Feel the feet. Feel the difference between your right and left side. The more that you notice and take notice when you're doing fascial work, the deeper the integration happens in the body. Feeling better. Okay, so
Feeling better already.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
this
There's
was
some
hard.
trauma in there too. Yeah, you were hit on that
Oh
spot.
yeah.
Yeah. I can tell by how you, I look at the body. I'm the study of the human body. I know how the human body moves and walks and talks and breathes and reflexes. Like literally, that's my language. I know body better than I know English.
I believe you because you're saying everything that makes sense.
Okay, one more
to me.
time. Okay, good. Now go for another walk. Fill it out. Feels different, doesn't it? This is really cool. What's happening is with the brain injury, the sensory inputs to the brain are unstable. So telling that it feels like the floor is here, over here, the ceiling's here, over there, and the body is balancing. How does that feel?
Oh,
Keep walking then. Keep walking. Go ahead. Keep walking. Now give your body time. It takes about 3 minutes of walking for your body to integrate a new change, and this is a big one. So what's really important with any kind of brain injury is to stabilize the inputs, how the body hears, how it smells, how it sees. Even airflow in a nostril will cause the body to be off. And so what we're doing is we're just getting her to rebuild her sense of understanding of the world. And when that happens, the body feels safe. But the body is like this, it's using so much energy to stand, it can't repair itself. So what's happening is if we can create the balance and the stability in motion, the body heals itself.
Okay, well, this one
Integrate.
might take me a while.
Yeah, what do you notice different?
To work off.
You can breathe better.
I
Okay,
can breathe better,
let's take out some of the emotional trauma that's related to this. Let's do one more no, this is enough for today. I don't want to overload your nervous system. Let's go one, put your right hand on your heart, left hand on your head. Okay, close your eyes. We're going to breathe in through the mouth to the heart. Breathe in. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Heart, thank you for being patient with me.
Heart.
Breathe in through your nose to your head. 2, 3. Brain, thank you for what you've done. It's time for you to step aside and let the heart take charge now.
It's time for you to step aside and let the heart take charge now.
2, 3. I'm ready to let go of this pain and dysfunction in my body.
I'm ready to let go of this pain and dysfunction in my body.
2, 3. My heart and my head are working together now.
My heart and my head are working together now.
Okay. Now what I want you to do is take a little walk again to see how you feel. So when we were doing the neurological work, it's the memory of all of the trauma. She's had a lot of trauma. That's what the brain injury. Had a hit to the head for sure on the right side. I can see that as I'm dealing with her and talking with her. And understanding how to read the body is more important than anything else. It's an ancient art that was lost. It's, in some practice, we look at the tongues, the ears, the eyes, stuff like that. But to be able to see the entire body and how it moves. Now, movement is life, but the origin of movement is breath. So we need to see the origin of movement properly in order to function. And when we understand the origin of movement, we can tell you what's working right and what's working wrong. And basically, you get it moving, and everything works. And every part of the body should move. Everything should move. And anything that's not moving is causing a problem. You feel very calm now.
I do. Yeah, that was a lot for me to even to make this call in the first place.
I'm glad you did.
To go
Yeah, so what's going to happen over the next 3 days is really important, okay? The next 3 days, your brain is going to now allow more information in to process. So you're going to see things around you. Like if you look around your room right now, you might see it brighter, more color, or more detail. Do you see any of that right now?
Well, I always see that in my room anyways.
So
But,
you might be
yeah,
you might be driving
I do.
somewhere and go,
I
oh
do.
my gosh, was that always there? Or you might be talking to somebody and say, were they always like that? So the reason why is that because your body's calming down, your brain and your body can process more information. So your world's going to come in vivid colors for the next 3 days. So since you have the class that I did with the whole upper body, it's the master class. Do that master class. But if you're able to grab the, grab the supplements called the Foundation Bundle of Supplements on our website. They will immediately give your body a break. The Power Kirk is so powerful. It will take and loosens, because what's happening is your connective tissue is really what moves the body, in my opinion. And that connective tissue, our Power Kirk actually loosens the connective tissue. And when you remove a restriction, if I got a restriction and I have to walk around, I have to tell my body to do something against that. If I remove the restriction, then my body flows naturally.
Yeah, I plan on ordering it. I'm going away for a little bit, so I'm gonna
Absolutely.
order it.
Going on vacation? Where are you
Yeah,
going?
down close to where you are, I think.
Oh yeah, you're
Playa
really close to
del
us.
Carmen, somewhere around there.
So look
It is
for it. We have classes. Where are
close,
you
yeah, I
going?
think so.
Oh my God.
Well, we're going to be
Gosh.
there on Friday.
You know what? We got a couple other people coming at the same time. So just reach out to us. Say you're in the area. If it
Okay.
works out or whatever, and you want to come by, we're probably going to do a class. And you just told me, because you're the third person that's now coming here roughly the same time. So look for a class or event. We might just put one up, a spot class, pretty quick here.
Okay.
Yeah, just
And we can
message
just
us
come
first
find
in the
you
app.
there.
Say I'm in the area. Tell them that you're on the live with me, and send a message. Say I'm on the live with me. Pass the message to Gary, and our DMs here. And what I'll do is I'm going to send you some routines that you can do specifically. Okay.
Okay,
We actually-
super. And do you have those supplements
do.
there?
Yeah. And Playa del Carmen's about. I think it's about an hour away, but it's, you know what, hey, is Playa del Carmen, anybody know? 30 minutes away. Yeah, that's pretty quick. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. We can arrange that. So just DM us, remind us that you're on the live, that you talk to me. I'm going to send you some stuff, and then we can chat. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I
Thank you for your help.
really want to
much better.
see how this goes in the next couple of days, because lots of stuff's going to change right now. Okay. So glad I had the chance to meet you. Thank you for everything that you've been doing to help your family and your friends around you. Keep learning, keep finding new things. Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Everybody else, we're going to head out. I have some guests here, so we're going to cut it short, I think, today, a little bit short. Here, I'll see if there's anything here last. YouTube, and I was wondering if you can help me navigate what questions. Okay, yeah. If you want to ask us questions right now, don't do it in YouTube. I'm sorry. We don't even answer our TikTok questions anymore. We're just on Instagram. Get up to sometimes hundreds or thousands a day sometimes. For shakes or notes to be gone. Yeah, that's cool. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna sign off for today. This one will be posted live. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Keto Buddha, yes, hypermobility is okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Keto Buddha, next time if you want to come up, let's come up and come live. Thank you, everybody.